Hiya, it's Kerry from Mobilates. We're just a few minutes late today. There's been some stuff going on behind the scenes, but it's all settling down now. So I hope you're with me. I know I wasn't here last week. There was more stuff going on. Virtual Village Hall had a few things going on, and sometimes we can't always get all the connections going, but fingers crossed, we're all good. So if you're with me, let me know. I'd like to know that some of you are out there today as usual. But if you're new, it's your first time, or maybe you're watching this on catch up, welcome. I'm Kerry from Mobilates. We're going to do half an hour, a really gentle, sort of mindful movement, a bit Pilates inspired. It's really good to get all your joints going, but nice and gently, standing or seated. You can see I've got an extra cushion today. That's a hint. You're going to need an extra cushion. You might have one that you use for your head when we come to the lying down bit, but I have another one too. So I've got mine just there on the chair. So standing, seated, lying down, and that could be lying down on your bed. So you could be sitting on the edge of your bed. Hello, Jean. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Much appreciated. So you could do this sitting on the edge of your bed and then swing your legs over to lie down, pull the duvet back so it's a bit flatter. Maybe you can get down to the floor. We can work all ways. Let's get started. I know we're a bit late, but we're going to do the full half hour either way, so we're good. Haven't missed out. Take your feet a little wider, whether you're standing or sitting, so you've got a nice firm base. Place your hands together in prayer. We're going to circle them out and then let the arms just swing or swish around you. Who have we got there? Irene, hello. Lovely to have you here, Irene. And then we're going to put them together again. Circle. Feeling my chest just going up a little there. And then a little backwards and forwards, swishing around. Let the knees be soft. We're going to circle again. Maybe go a bit higher. And we're opening out. Let the arms just flow backwards and forwards. Hi, Jackie. Catching you later. See you later. A little swish around. And one more. Let your breath go to your belly. Breathing in as you push your hands up. Breathing out as you open up. And just let your breath flow now. Have a swish around. And then bring your feet a little closer. If I'm looking between them, there's room for a paperback book. If you're seated, you might put two hands just between your knees. That will give you about the right spacing. And from here, I'd either like you to put your palms on your thighs with your arms fairly straight, or if you're seated, I'm going to show you from the side. So I've got my legs at 90 degrees and my feet parallel, hands at the edge. So my fingers are just touching my knees and my arms are long. I'm going to stay seated. From here, take a breath into your chest, belly just in. Now as you breathe out, send the back of your waistband, this bit here, send it backwards into your t-shirt, your top, and feel your belly pull backwards. Breathe in, return to how you were. Breathing out, pull the waistband back. Breathing in, forwards. Standing up, waistband going back, everything relaxing, going forwards again. So it's quite a small movement. You want your bottom to stay tight, don't want to squeeze anywhere. And you want to feel that your legs aren't placing any more pressure on your hands. It feels the same. You might feel almost like a upward motion as you lengthen here, because you get a little bit of tension on the muscles, but you don't feel like your legs are pushing that way. Last one of those. And then a little bit of a wiggle of the hips, just a little shake out. Then we're going to grow tall. So you might want to just let your arms shake gently out. Feel that your head is going up towards the ceiling. Perhaps imagine your head like a helium balloon floating up, up, up. And then when we've got that length, turn your head one side to the other, like everything else. Be fairly relaxed. We're not pushing anything, just gliding round. And we're trying to keep our eyes As we move around, I'm just tracking around the room, around the same height, so they don't dip down, they don't go up, they just sort of stay at a constant. So it is like a tracking, and you're following a track that's the same distance from the floor or from the ceiling all the way around to come back to the center. Now we're going to do a neck tilt from side to side with a little resistance. Place your hand to the side of your face. That's how my hand is. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to try and bend the head over this way. It's just going a tiny direction. There's a little bit of a push, but I'm pushing the opposite way. And then relax. Going to go the same again. Breath in. Push. And then take the hand down. Other side. Hand there. Breath in. Breathing out. We're trying to tilt this way. We're just going a little way, but my hand's stopping my head. And then ease up. Wriggle. Going to go again. Breath in. Breath out. Trying to take my ear downwards, but my hand's not going to let me. We're doing some strengthening for our side neck muscles. Well done, by the way. Right now, let's take our nose in a figure 8. So it's a figure 8 on its side. You might stay really small. If you've got soreness in the neck, stay small and explore if you can make that bigger. Otherwise, if it's comfortable, make it as big as you're comfortable to make it. And if this feels like too complicated a shape, you might just go for circles. I'm going to pause and take it the other way. Oh, that's hard. And then bring it back to the center, giving our shoulders a little round forwards. Feel your back rounding, and then open up. Feel your chest pushing gently forwards. Maybe you feel a little squeezing together at the back. Little rounding, little squeezing, rounding and squeezing, and then a roll. Trying to keep the arms long and some contact with the side of your legs or the side of the chair as you try and draw circles, or as circly shape as you can get from this area of your shoulder. And every now and again, I like to change it up and put a forwards one in. You could go one side and then the other. If you've got a sore side, you might do less on the sore side, especially if it's very recently sore or it's flared up. If it's stiff and it needs more movement, you might do a few more. And then we're going down to our feet. So check in with your feet, parallel again. The 2 fists between your knees gap, or the paperback book. We're just going to take our heels up and down, just a little one. And we're trying to go straight up. Think about that helium balloon, bringing your body up. If you're seated, you have your hands on your knees. And you can just see my legs moving up and down. I know you can't quite see my toes. That's it. And then we're going to change from doing those double lifts to starting to lift one leg a little. Maybe just so it clears off the floor. If you're sitting, you're trying to come to the tip of your toe and then place your foot down. And then the tip of your toe and place it down. If you only get the heel up, that's fine. If you get this far up, that's fine too. Oh, and you're allowed, if you're a bit wobbly like I've just been, to touch something. So I'm just going to touch this chair, and you might touch the side of a wall and see if you can lift higher. Like you're trying to take your knee upwards, a little closer to the ceiling. I can hear the clicks and the clacks going. It's all right. That's what the body does. There's no pain with that. If it's painful, ease up. Stop and just give it a check. Oh, I'm going to see if I can get the balance back now. I'm going to try and hold it. Your leg might be here, here, here. Place a hand on it. I want you to press against it and just hold it still. And then take it down. Have a little wiggle. Other side. Get your balance, and you could use something to help you. Bring this leg up and then hold it. And you're pressing down and pressing up, but nothing's going anywhere. Take it down, have a little wiggle. This one's going to be the same, but a bit different. So we're going to take it up again, move it out to the side a little bit, but the rest of your body stays the same. Press it down, push the leg into the hand. Take it down, have a wiggle. Going to do the same in the chair. So I'm going to bring my leg up and I'm going to take it out to the side. Now push into the hand, press down with the hand. Take it down, have a little wiggle. And now we're going to take our arms, and it's like we're trying to pass a ball from one hand over to the other, but really going to let it flow. I might take my legs a bit wider. Oh, that's nice. Makes the movement a bit bigger. And if I come and do it standing, makes it much bigger and more flowing. Your arms could be lower than this if that's more comfortable for your shoulders, or maybe higher than mine. But I am going to make it harder and reverse it. Oh, always difficult, that moment of changeover. That's it. And then bringing your arms in towards your body, back in that parallel position, seating or standing. And then we're going to put the arms on our chest. And you're either going to slide down a wall, bending your knees, or hinge forwards a little in the chair. Then offer your arms outwards. Bring them back to your chest. Come to upright, standing. So you're standing tall or seated upright. So if you're seated, it looks like this. You're allowed to breathe at any time. If you're standing, it looks like this. And just try a few of these. You don't have to go very far. I'll just show you where I'm going like this. But I don't want your body to move forwards. We'll go for one more. And then just take your legs a little wider. And I want you to start, if you're standing, bring your hips forwards and backwards. And if you're sitting, hinging forwards and backwards. You can have your hands on your knees actually for that, for seated. And then we're just going to bring our arms forwards and send the bum back. If you're seated, I'd like you to do it with one arm. So one hand stays on the knee and the other arm reaches forwards. If that feels okay, you can then try it with two arms. If that feels like too much, too heavy on your back, for instance, stick to one. So we're in a gentle squat. So we're not really bending very far down, but if you want to, if you fancy it, feel like you want to sit a little bit lower, but what I really want to see is your bum going backwards. Mine's going towards that chest of drawers. We're going to go for two more. And then bring yourself to upright, your feet back to parallel. We're back in that same position. Now we're going to side bend. We're going to slide our hands down the thigh or chair. But as you're doing this, I want your feet to be pressing down equally. I don't want one foot to be coming away. So keep them really equally down. You really got to concentrate on your feet and then slide upwards. Sliding down the other one. I'm just sliding down the seam of my trousers, but this foot's trying to just lose its stickiness on the floor. I'm going to stick it down a bit further. One more each side, and then we're going to change things. Next, as we go over, we might take an arm over us. And it could go up in the air, it could go over your head. I'm going to feel like softly over my head. And now you could turn to look towards your arm. Still keeping our feet pressing down equally. As the arm comes over, I can feel that this foot is trying to be a bit lighter, so I'm going to press down on it a bit more. Last one. And then give that a little shake out. Take your legs wider. We're going to lean one way and lean the other. So if you get that going standing in the chair, your legs are wider. You want your knees and your ankles to be, so your knees are over your ankles rather than going inwards. You can put your hands here, Lean one way, lean the other. Lean into this leg, lean into that leg. Lean, feel the weight going through the foot. Lean, feel the weight going down the leg into the foot. And just keep that going. So we've got that going, and it might be you're doing little ones. It might be that you've gone really wide and you're going a little bit further forwards. You can let your body come forwards. But now we're going to start pushing an arm away. So it's opposite and over the body. Now it's like you're reaching for a rope and you're going to twist and pull it back. Reach for that rope, turn your hand upwards, pull it back. So the palm's on the top, grabs it, twists and brings it towards you. That's it. Lovely. One more each way. And then we're going to send the bum back and just have the hands resting on the legs. Your back is straight. Dip your shoulder towards your knee. Dip your other shoulder towards your other knee. A few more times. Bit of a twist in the body, but it's a gentle one. Last ones. And then we're going to bring our feet heel toe them in, and we're going to go to roll down. So if you've got back issues today, you've got osteoporosis or osteopenia, I'd like you to go into a hinge. Send your bum back. You could be doing this seated on the chair with straight back here, hands on the thighs. Imagine a little bunny tail here. This fist is my bunny tail, and you want to send it down towards the floor. And then let that roundness here spread up your back, and your hands walk you to upright and you're straight. Have a shoulder roll. If you want to do a classical roll down, your back's happy with that, you can take your arms wide, bring your hands to prayer, down the body. Now, arms out, palms are outwards. We're going to take the head, give it a little bow, chin just over the chest, and it rolls down the body. Our knees can definitely bend. I'm just going to let our arms gently hang heavier and heavier and heavier. You can let your arms have a little swing. And when you're ready to come up, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, pulling yourself upwards, feeling your spine restack. At the top, take a moment, little shoulder roll. Going to go again. Breathe anytime you like. This time, if you're doing the classical roll down like this, you might see if you can bend your knees and get a finger close to the floor. It doesn't need to be a palm. Just touching the floor a bit in front of you. And then we're going up again. I'm going to do one of the hinge roll downs. So I'm sending my bum back, hands to the thighs. I'm going to imagine my little bunny tail here, dropping it downwards, and then starting to round here on my back, walk my hands up the body, give everything a shake out. We are going down to the floor. I'm going to change the camera angle. That's it. Get your cushions ready. So I need an extra cushion plus the cushions that I have for my head. I'm going to have one. Pop that. And this cushion, the big cushion, is going to go underneath our bottoms. So we're going to lie down and place this underneath. So it just lifts us up a little bit different to usual. You know, I love going into this position. It's a really nice way when the ground or your bed has got you. It can make movement feel a lot safer because there's a lot of sensation from the floor. So you're lying on your back. Your eyes are up towards the ceiling. Your arms can be spread out at the sides or closer to you, or your hands resting on you. Feet are down on the floor. Let's bring the knees and the feet together. Take the heels out to the side. Toes forward, knees gently apart. Now we're going to go into a little breath work and some pelvic tilts. It's slightly different because you're up on a little shelf of cushion, and if it's uncomfortable, you don't have to have it. So let's take a breath in. And now as you breathe out, just like when we did standing up, drop your waistband downwards and feel it's like a scooping sensation as that drops down, gravity. And now let it go back up and you return to just lying on your cushion, have a little wriggle, breath in, breath out, drop down as much as you can. Take that waistband as low as it will go, it's back of the waistband. And now let it roll forwards, have a little wriggle and relax. One more, breath in, breathing out, waistband goes down. I always think of like the plug hole. You know, if you ever get, when I was a kid, I remember getting my foot and sticking it over the plug hole and feeling it pull my foot downwards. So it's that sort of sensation. I don't know why I was doing that. And then take it back. Have a little wriggle. This time we're going to take a leg up. So breath in. Breathing out, float one leg, just peeling that heel off. And that leg's coming up to a tabletop, 90 degrees. You can see it's this L shape. And then take it down. We're aiming for toe first, keeping that L shape. Take your time. Now, next leg, breath in. Breath out, peel the heel. Float that leg up. That's it. Hold it there in that L shape. You can even take it forwards and backwards very slightly, like the knee is moving a little away from you and then a little closer. Find, it's like the biting point when you're driving and you've got the clutch on the car and you've got your accelerator and you're just finding that point, particularly on a hill, where you're not going to lose it and you're going to take off. That's the sort of place you want to find here. It's just here for me. And then take it down. Take the other leg up, breath in. Float it up. Now take that knee forwards and backwards slightly. Just find the point where it's a little bit challenging. So that, oh, that's way too challenging. This, not challenging for me. It's too easy, that one. There's my bite point. It's just getting hard, but I can hold it. Right, now I want you to take your hand, same side. Press against it. Resist yourself. So I'm pushing quite hard and I'm resisting. And I can breathe as much as I want to. And then float that leg down, nice and slow. It's a bit tired. Breath in. And breathing out, float the leg up. Get the hand ready. First, find that bite point though. That's too much. No, not enough. Here, hand, press, resist. That's it. Breathe. Take it down. Well done. We'll do one more each side. So bringing that leg up, finding your bite point, hand, press and resist. Oh, I'm pressing really hard now. I can feel my veins pumping. And take it down. We're going for another. This is an isometric exercise. That just means that we're holding it with some resistance, a bit like when you hold a plank. So you know the plank exercise, you're just holding it, you know how much effort it is here, how much effort it is in the arms, in the feet. Take it down. Now let's let the legs just have a little flop. Might want to go in and out a little bit. They want to stretch away, have a little wiggle. We can do some ankle circles. That's it. And now I'd like you to take your legs and in towards your chest. Knee, it can be plugged in as much as you want it to. Looks like the screen's gone. Oh, we're back. Hugged in as much as you want it to. Could be wide, could be just a little bit. You're just bringing them in towards you and you can move them forwards and backwards a little. You can also give them a little kick outwards. Any direction you feel like. I've got my hands just gently on the sides, just like a sort of, it's a safety catch. So they don't suddenly flop outwards too much. It just feels nicer to me. My hands are just resting there. Just stretching them up. stretching them wide. That's where I really like my hands there. It makes them feel much happier. That's it. And then we're going to move onto our sides. So the cushion's done its work there. Might use it for my head. It's going to be nice for the neck, I think, that one, because it's a bigger cushion. So get your head comfy. Get your legs comfy. And we've got our legs in a sort of triangle shape at the bottom. We're going to press this bottom leg downwards. I'd like you to lengthen your top leg. That's it. Make it as long as you can. Lovely. Now we're going to bring this arm onto the top leg. I'd like you to slide it down the top leg and lift the top leg up a little and then take it down. It can go right down. It can go back to this leg if it gets too tired, or it can sort of stay hovering. Breath in. As you breathe out, press this bottom triangle leg downwards. Lift the top leg up. Slide the hand down it. Take it down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And then we'll fold it back to this leg. In fact, you might even want to bring it closer to you and give it a little rub. Now, I'm going to go for something slightly different. I'm going to lengthen this top leg again, this time with a flat foot, really, really flat. So it's long. Now I want you to bring this leg forwards. Now start to point the foot. Mine's just gone out of shot. You'll see it in a moment. No, not point the foot, flatten the foot. Take it backwards. Now we're going to lengthen it like we're going for a really long leg. Take it as far forwards as you comfortably want to. Flatten it. Take it back. Take that heel back. And one more forwards. And one more back. Just 3. It's enough. Bend your legs. Bring that leg a little closer if it wants a bit of a rub. And now we're going to repeat on the other side. So you might roll away from me. I'm going to swap round so you can see me all the way round. Pop that one over there. So get your head supported right on the side of our body. The feet, the bottom, the spine, the shoulders and the back of the head in line. We can give that hip bone a little nudge towards our feet. Lengthen the top leg. The toes are long. Hand is now going to go on top of this leg. I'm not really pointing my foot, by the way, because that will give me cramp. I'll give it a wiggle. It's just long. So there's length down the front. Now I'm going to lift this leg as I slide the hand down it. And then I'm going to slide that leg down. Could go down to the floor. Could bend back and rest. Or it can hover. Press this bottom leg downwards. Breath in. And breathing out. Slide your hand up the leg as it lifts up. Breathing in. Take it down. Up. Down. Keep pressing that down leg. Down side of the foot. Couple more. And then bend it. Give it a rub. Oh, that felt like hard work. We are nearly done. Right, let's get ourselves back to where we were. Triangle legs, feet, bottom, back of head in line. Give the hips a little nudge. It tends to make this side here work a little harder. Lengthen the leg, and this time the foot is flat. So we'll take the foot and we'll kick forwards with that flat foot. Now we'll kick back. Now we're going to change the foot long, forwards as far as you can. Flatten the foot. Drag the heel back as far as you can. Forwards. And we're trying not to wobble around this bit. It's just the leg moving. I know the body wants to move too, but for this one, we're just going to keep it still. I think this must be the last one. We did 3. And then give your leg a cuddle. Give your glutes a little rub, your hips, anything that needs it. We're going to push ourselves up to sitting. And sit with your legs comfortable. So they might want to go cross-legged or a straddle or wide with your feet down. Just go for what's comfortable for you. We're going to just rock slightly from side to side, but I want you to keep your bum in place so you don't come off your bottom. Arm can go over the top. You can use your hands to push you each way. You see my arms aren't going very long. And now as this arm goes over, turn to look at it like we did earlier. Look towards the screen. Bring that arm over, look towards the arm. Going to do that again each side. So as the arm comes over, I'm turning my nose towards the arm. And then this one. And then I'm looking at you, rolling your shoulders and getting ready to say goodbye. Turn your palms outwards, scoop up the air. Bring your hands together. Bring them into your chest. Thank your body for what it's just done for you, especially on those side lifts, because I know it was hard work, that one, but you did so well. I'll see you again next week. Namaste, Irene.